Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's Casing Thursday and I have another wonderful card for you straight out of the Stampin' Up Holiday Catalogue. So I want to bring that in and show you. This went live the 4th of September. Absolutely love this catalogue. I love Christmas and there are so many great bundles and papers and embellishments and ribbons and everything in here. You will absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it yet, get on and have a look. So the card we're making today is using the Cup of Cheer bundle, and I'm just going to show you the card straight off. It's on page 4 of the catalogue. It is this one down here, this granny apple green and shaded spruce card here. Now, if you're not quite aware of how the catalogue works, from pages 3 to 5, we are showcasing, or Stampin' Up is showcasing all the bundles. So you get an extra card idea from these pages 3 to 5. So this is wonderful. We get extra resources here as well. And the stamp set can actually be found on page 34. So let me bring that one up as well just to show you. Now this is a very special stamp set because it stamps both sides of that cup. So we have the label, the handle can go on either side of the cup, so it's really special. And this is the stamp set. Comes with matching dies, and let me just see, the dies are on this other page, so this one here. And I love the candy cane, which is probably one of the reasons why I actually bought this bundle, was for the candy cane. So let me bring the card in to quickly show you. It's this one here. It is a 4x4 card and has some really great details. Not only do you have the candy cane out the drink, but this is the puff paint, which is a new item in this catalogue. It puffs up and it looks like foam. So I'm really excited to show you how I done that. So let's get over to the craft table and we'll get started. It's a pretty basic card, so it shouldn't take too long. Like I said before, it's a 4x4 inch card, and I've also got a piece of matting here just to give it a little bit of extra dimension. So the supplies needed for this card are the Cup of Christmas stamp set, and I'm using the matching framelits that come with it. You can purchase the framelits and the stamp set together. Bundle them together, you'll save yourself 10%, which is a really awesome saving. Inks for the card are granny apple green and shaded spruce, so lots of nice greens. We have a little bit of red in with the cherry cobbler in the cardstock. We're also using a new product in the Holiday Catalogue called Snowfall Accents. It's puff paint. Works magically, as you can see here. Gives it a really great detail. So great for snow, great for froth on your cuppa. And yeah, absolutely gorgeous card. Nice simple design, but a really beautiful card to be able to send out as well. I have my card kit here and it's all ready to go. All the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog. There is a link to that blog post in the description of this video, and there's also a link to my online store. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase any Stampin' Up supplies to make this card or to create any project, you can do so in my online store. So we have granny apple green card base, granny apple green card for our matting, piece of whisper white that we're going to do all our stamping and die cutting, piece of cherry cobbler, and this is a huge piece. We just need to cut out that one candy cane, and a scrap of the gold foil, which will fit that little bow there really nice and easy. So keep all your little bits of scrap because they do come in handy. So let's start with our whisper white piece. We're going to do all our stamping first, and then we're going to bring in our big shot to do all our die cutting. Because these are photopolymer stamps, I'm just going to bring in my mat, and we're going to stamp that cup first. Now, this stamp set is a really amazing stamp set. They're actually 2 stamps for the cups, but they stamp both ways. So you can stamp that way, or you can turn the stamp over onto your block and it'll stamp that way. So your handle can go any way you like. But this is a really new stamp, and I believe that Stampin' Up have actually patented this design, the stamping on both sides design. So really amazing to be able to work with that. And I love that they've brought out something like this rather than bringing out 4 stamps, that we can use 2 stamps that stamp 4 ways. So this is amazing. This is the way I'm stamping today. So my handle will be on my left hand side, and oh, lost my piece of Whisper White there. Let's bring that shaded spruce ink in, and we're just going to ink up that cup. I'm just going to stamp that down. And I love, like photopolymer, sometimes I struggle to get a nice crisp image. I think this stamp set works really well. As you can see, this one here is nice and crisp and clear, and same with this one. So I'm really liking this stamp set. While we have that out, I'm also going to stamp my sentiment that says enjoy, and we're using the Granny Apple green ink. So I'm just going to pop this over on the side here. Beautiful. While we have that stamp pad open, let's bring in that matting piece of the Granny Apple green. I'm also going to bring in a dirty piece of paper that I'm just going to stamp over the top. So we have these holly berries that are in the stamp set, so I'll just quickly show you. So I've used this image here, the stamp image of the cup. I've also used the enjoy and this mistletoe rope here as well. So that's what we're stamping on our matting piece. And at 4 by 4 inches, it actually stamps twice along the row, so really easy to do. Nice quick stamping here. So super quick and easy, and looks beautiful. With all our stamping pieces done, let's bring the big shot in and we'll do our die cutting now. So I have our cup image. Let's bring in all those dies that we'll need. So we'll need the cup. We're also going to need these 2 candy canes. And the other thing we're using is this one here. That's what we're cutting out for our froth here. We're going to pop that puff paint over the top of our poinsettia die. And the last one we need is that little ribbon, that one there. Let's pop over this side, make it a little bit easier for you to see. I'm going to pop the die down for the cup. We also want the solid candy cane image in the white, that poinsettia in the white. And then if I can move this in as well, I'm going to do the candy cane at the same time as well. So just like that. Let's stick the gold foil on there too. Hopefully it'll all cut out at once. So I'm just going to pop all my pieces out from our die cuts. So the candy cane and the bow. I will say one of the drawing points for buying this stamp set and die set was the candy cane die. So beautiful. I love candy canes, isn't that gorgeous? So there's our candy cane, mug handle, and then just that little bow there. Easy. Let's get rid of all these little pieces everywhere. Now we have our sentiment here that's been stamped. I'm just going to bring my scissors in and cut that into a bit of a rectangle, keeping it nice and close together. That's our sentiment there. Let's pop it all together, and then we can do our puff paint. I'm going to glue my candy canes together. Oops, this is a brand new one and it's really juicy. There we go. I want to cut down my poinsettia down so it looks like a mound of the froth. So I'm just going to take off a little bit like that. And then I can bring my puff paint in and we can work on that before we pop it behind the cup here. So we have our puff paint here. I'm going to shake it really well. And I found when I did this, I had to do it twice. So we may have to do it twice, but it's the best way to get that nice puffy image. So we're just going to go over it first. And I don't want to go all the way down because we need an area for it to glue to the back of the cup. Okay, so I have that down. You can see that. I don't know whether that's showing up real well. I'm going to bring the heat tool in. I'm just going to heat that up and puff it up a little. Okay, so you can see that that's puffed up slightly. I actually want it a little bit more than that, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more down over the top. I'll put my lid on that as well now. Gets a little warm, so I'm just going to hang on to it with some tweezers and heat it with the heat tool again. So you see how that second time doing the puff paint actually really makes it stick out a lot better. There we go. It's focusing a little bit better. And that gives me the effect that I really was after. Okay, so we can pop a little bit of glue on the back of that, on the front of it there. We're going to attach that to our mug. How cute does that look? And we're also going to put the candy cane there on the back. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue down. That's pretty sweet, isn't it? So cute. And that puff paint just really creates that element of realisticness. Our sentiment's just going to be popped down, straight down onto the cup. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the right hand side of the sentiment, sticking it up off the edge. And I'm going to bring a glue dot in for this little bow. But what we're going to have to do is fold it over so it's not quite so big. So just like that. I'm going to pop that down. And this will give it a little bit of extra dimension as well because it's a little bit popped up. That is so cute. Our matting piece, I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back to give it a little bit of a lift. So one on each corner. This would be an easy card to make multiples of. You could even put a little sachet of, I don't know, a coffee pod or hot chocolate mix, a tea bag maybe, that would work as well. Be nice to give us a little thank you gift without costing too much. Now the back of these ones we're going to pop down some dimensionals as well. I love making little thank you gifts, little things to let people know that you're thinking of them. And Christmas time is the perfect time to send these little gift ideas. I know a lot of people put little letters inside their Christmas cards of what they've been doing for the last 12 months because they haven't really caught up with them so much throughout the year, which is a nice idea as well. Okay, let's stick that one that's just sitting on my desk over in this corner. So plenty of dimension there. I know that this would go in the post and have no issues. It's not going to collapse. I'm going to just stick that down in the middle there. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and I'd love it if you left me a comment. Hit subscribe if you haven't done it already. All the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog and there is a link to that blog post in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store if you would like to purchase any supplies to make this card or to make another card. You can do so if you live in Australia. Now, if you do place an order, pop in the hostess code and not only will you be earning yourself some Inky rewards, and you can check out all the details of that over my blog, but you will be earning a free gift from me, but you'll also be sent a email tutorial bundle. Now last month, for everyone who shopped through me, they received via email a 42-page or 42 tutorial. There's actually more than 42 pages, but there was 42 tutorials with photos, color photos, all the directions, all the dimensions and everything like that. So these are all printable and it's a great gift that I can send you. So hopefully you enjoy that. Okay, until next time, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.